Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And the Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Again, it's Brown. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pushes ahead for one, it's 2nd and 9. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun, it's Johnson. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Takes a handoff. It's Betts. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Barges ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Pulled to the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Miller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off for Brown. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Nice move to keep running. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The give to Brown. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
And the Cardinals looking to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. It's now first and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback changing the play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run with Brown. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to take it back. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity. Run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Going to the run, it's Brown. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Here's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dropping back, it's Odom. Look out! It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets rid of it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Left side, it's Miller. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw again. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Quick give. It's Johnson. He's past the sticks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going.
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Odom. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Russell. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
This time on target. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as the timeout is called. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Timeout taken on the field. It's the 2nd call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down. Wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's caught downfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To the air. It's Odom. Complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Orange call their third timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Cuse. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to throw, it's Odom. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Looking for room. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Breaks into the open. At the 20. He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. First down, right back to Brown. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without score. Touchdown, Cardinals! They take the lead here in the second half. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Syracuse right back at it.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Out wide right, it's Russell. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Dropping back, it's Odom. Right side, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Tough run here, it's Johnson. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense all over it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Still on his feet. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air, it's Odom. Out wide left, it's Russell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to move them on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. He would not be denied.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Brown again. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Hughes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. The throw. Fires to the tight end. There's some room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza, making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Louisville! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Caught behind the line. It's Meyer. Taken down. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Right at the line. Breaks the tackle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Odom. Left side, it's Moore. Runs through a man, he might have space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Syracuse right back at it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Back to throw. It's Odom. He wants it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Stepping to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Pulls and fired complete. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense
throws toward the end zone. Nice way to knock that one down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that
lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's good! And now it's a 1-possession game. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout taken on the field. It's the 2nd call by Syracuse. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Caught. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.